emergency broadcast with some very big stories that are not getting enough attention in the mainstream media. I'm going to go through these 4 or 5 stories with you. I wasn't even supposed to come on for several hours today, but these are too important to miss. So let's go ahead and jump right into them. Now, sadly, the Biden administration is starting to panic as Donald Trump's cabinet is coming together, and their legacy of supporting the Russia-Ukraine war is beginning to fall apart. Now, I've uncovered that Germany is secretly preparing for World War III with hundreds of thousands of army people. The United Kingdom is getting involved, and other parts of the European Union, which is where the majority of NATO nations lie. Now, within the last 48 hours, President Joe Biden gave orders to Ukraine to not only use American taxpayer-funded missiles, but to use them on firing deep into the heart of Mother Russia. They have done that. Within 48 hours of Biden giving permission, Ukraine and the Ukrainian military has fired weapons into Russia. Let me share my screen here with you so that you can see exactly what is going on. Now, Putin is not reacting well to this attack on the motherland of Russia. Putin issues new nuclear doctrine in warning to the West over Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry claimed Tuesday that Ukraine has carried out its first strike on Russia with Joe Biden's permission using U.S.-supplied ATACMS weapons. Now, what we're learning is the Kremlin was made aware that these ATACMS missiles provided by the Pentagon have been used to strike into the heart of Russia. Russia is not happy about this, and they've gone ahead and updated their doctrine, their wartime booklets to allow for nuclear strikes. Within those documents, it says that parts of Europe will be hit, but it also does not uninclude the United States of America. Specifically, he is angry at Joe Biden because Donald Trump was telling him the United States does not want war, we do not want to be involved, and then the representative for the United States of America, Joseph Robinette Biden, gives the order to strike Russia. Many are now worried that they are planning to start World War III on their way out on January 20th. So Trump is going to have to figure out what to do with this information. It looks like they are trying to discredit any conversations that he is having with Zelensky, any conversations that he is having with Vladimir Putin. The fact that Trump is talking to Vladimir Putin has Joe Biden extremely angry. Trump came out immediately and he's trying to make this go away. He's saying, please, Putin, ignore this. The United States does not want war. The people of the United States do not want war. In fact, Gunther Eagleman over on Twitter is somebody that I follow regularly. He's saying, listen, for the record, Russia, America does not want this. Your apartment buildings that are being attacked, we don't want it. Now, you could very easily say, well, Russia is getting what Russia deserves because they're the ones that originally attacked Ukraine. But NATO has been pushing over and over and over again for Ukraine to go to war. And so now we're dealing with this almost 3 years in. But this is the fallout. Now, let's hear from former President Donald Trump, what he has to say about this. And again, we're hoping and praying that Vladimir Putin can see that there is a new administration coming in. But be warned that the Biden administration is wanting to start World War III before they leave office. They want to leave as big of a mess for Donald Trump as they possibly can. Here we go.
Never been closer to World War III than we are today. under Joe Biden. A global conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important than avoiding that nightmare. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad, while they turn us into a third world country and a third world dictatorship right here at home. The State Department, the defense bureaucracy, the intelligence services, and all of the rest need to be completely overhauled and reconstituted to fire the deep staters and put America first. We have to put America first. Finally, we have to finish the process we began under my administration of fundamentally reevaluating NATO's purpose and NATO's mission. Our foreign policy establishment keeps trying to pull the world into conflict with a nuclear-armed Russia based on the lie that Russia represents our greatest threat. But the greatest threat to Western civilization today is not Russia. It's probably, more than anything else, ourselves and some of the horrible USA-hating people that represent us. It's the abolition of our national borders. It's the failure to police our own cities. It's the destruction of the rule of law from within. It's the collapse of the nuclear family and fertility rates like nobody can believe is happening. It's the Marxists who would have us become a godless nation worshiping at the altar of race and gender and environment. And it's the globalist class that has made us totally dependent on China and other foreign countries that basically hate us. These globalists want to squander all of America's strength, blood, and treasure, chasing monsters and phantoms overseas while keeping us distracted from the havoc they're creating right here at home. These forces are doing more damage to America than Russia and China could ever have dreamed. Evicting this sick and corrupt establishment is the monumental task for the next president, and I am the only one who can do it. I'm the only one that can get the job done. I know exactly what has to be done.
All right. Now, Trump immediately put out a message on Truth Social. He's trying to reach Zelensky and Putin. He is saying, listen, please sit down with me in person. Let us negotiate this. You have people like Alex Jones that are saying Trump needs to go to Washington, D.C. and declare an emergency and say, I'm not president yet, but as a concerned citizen, we need to stop Joe Biden and stop the proliferation of Russia with American weapons. You now have people like Representative Thomas Massie saying we need to impeach Joe Biden. He has authorized war through Ukraine onto a sovereign nation of Russia. He did not have permission from Congress to use those weapons, that money, and that authority. Only Congress can declare war. He has started World War III if Russia decides to retaliate on this. So I'm not trying to do hyperbole. This is a serious situation. Russia is changing their doctrine to say, if we are backed into a corner, we are going to come out with nuclear tactical weapons against Europe. This is an all-out emergency broadcast. Please let your family members and friends know. We need to get on the phone with members of Congress and tell them, shut Joe Biden down. Why do we have a man with dementia controlling the military? Why do we have a man with dementia in charge of the U.S. economy? Why do we have a man with dementia telling Ukraine to attack Vladimir Putin with nuclear weapons. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. And then let me show you what else has come out. It's now been leaked. It's been leaked from Germany, a 1,000-page secret document that Germany and other NATO nations are gearing up to go to war with Russia. 800,000 NATO troops with over 200,000 military vehicles. They are preparing to go to war. They are training right now to go to war. This whole thing is set up to keep us all at war. It is absolutely insane. Joe Biden has got to be removed. We've got to get him out of office. He is trying to drag us all into World War III. So anyway, this is not hyperbole. This is coming out that they are so stupid. They literally gave orders to attack Russia, and now Russia is saying, hell no, we are not going to be bullied by Ukraine or the United States of America. Joe Biden has gone a bridge too far. Let me know over in the comments what you guys think. This is crazy to me. We need to impeach this guy. We cannot allow for the United States to be dragged into war. This is terrible. Only Congress has the authority to do this. All right, let me move on to another story that I wanted to share with you guys. All right, as you know, they are trying to steal the election over in Pennsylvania. They already had one guy who had his election stolen in Wisconsin. He said, I don't have the money. I also don't want to continue to divide people, but I'm going to concede my race. But now Senator Bob Casey continues to push that he won the election in Pennsylvania against Dave McCormick. The Board of Elections is illegally counting. The Supreme Court of Pennsylvania had to intervene and tell them, stop counting ballots. They have bad dates, no dates, and the election is over. And yet this board continues to count the votes, and they're saying they're going to put Bob Casey in, and McCormick is saying, I already won. Like, what is going on? So that is another big story that is not getting enough attention that I wanted to bring to your attention. All right, now let me tell you what's going on with Alex Jones. This guy, I believe, is a treasure. He has made so many correct predictions about the deep state, about the 9/11 attacks, other things. He made a mistake when it came to the Sandy Hook shooting. He has repented of that. He has apologized about that. They have sued him for over $1 billion. They're trying to take away his business, InfoWars. But what has been discovered is that Alex Jones is being railroaded. So they did a fake auction to sell off all of his assets. So the government is working with Alex Jones. They do this auction, and it's an illegal auction. And The Onion, which is a satirical comedy newsletter website, they are the ones that bought it on behalf of the Sandy Hook families in order to get revenge on Alex Jones, take him off the air. But now the judge is saying, wait a minute, I never authorized an auction. And then they find out that The Onion was planning to buy Alex Jones' business through this auction based off future revenue of InfoWars, not off of actual money that they were going to put down. Now, under federal bankruptcy law, the trustee must take in the biggest and best order. And they didn't do that. They brought in a lowball offer with no real cash down and no financial plan for actually buying out Alex Jones. They were literally going to do like, oh, we'll just print the money, right? Future InfoWar revenue will pay for us to take over Alex Jones's business. Well, now he's fighting back. The judge is saying, this is fraud. There are people that are going to go to jail. On top of that, Elon Musk of Twitter has now intervened in there and says, wait a minute, we believe we have standing in this because number one, we want to put in a bid, and number two, Twitter will lose revenue by losing InfoWars as a client. And so they're saying, wait a minute, we want to attach ourselves to this bankruptcy. On top of that, Roger Stone, who's been on the show 6 or 7 times, he actually put in a bid with real money and a group of investors to buy InfoWars. And they are blocking Alex Jones from taking that highest best offer. They do this fake auction. Onion and the Sandy Hook families, they come in with fake money in order to destroy. This whole thing is blowing up. But it looks like Elon Musk, while at Mar-a-Lago with Trump, is now figured out a way to insert Twitter in there to possibly take over InfoWars or collect the money of that. He is now a big fan of Alex Jones. And so it'll be really interesting to see where this goes. But this is the government. This is the government getting involved. The CIA, the FBI, the federal government, they all want Alex Jones gone off of the airwaves. They wish he was dead, right? So they are going after him illegally, fake auctions with fake money, and they are breaking their own laws, and the judge is wise to this, and so he is going to intervene. All right, now I have a couple of other big stories that I want to share with you. The last one that I wanted to show to you guys, let me pull this up here, is regarding Gavin Newsome of California. Look at this. Gavin Newsome is buying a $9.1 million mansion and relocating his family away from California's capital into one of the wealthiest areas of California. The only problem is he's been a government worker his whole life, and his maximum salary is $224,000. Now, I'm going to tell you, you cannot buy a $9.1 million mansion in California making under $250,000. The mortgage alone on this is around $45,000 a month. So how on earth is Gavin Newsome going to buy a $9.1 million mansion off of a government salary of less than $20,000? The mortgage is going to be well over $40,000 a month. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? How is the governor of California, who has been working for the government his whole life, how is he going to afford that? He can't. He can't. This whole thing is a scam. Most of these politicians are scammers. And guess what? Oh, this is the nephew of Nancy Pelosi, one of the biggest scammers in American history. She came into Congress broke, and now she's worth over $200 million doing insider trading. It's absolutely crazy to me that this is the situation, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are they trying to drag us into World War III? Is Biden, through his dementia, is he trying to get us all killed? This is absolutely crazy. All right, let me tell you guys about a video sponsor. These are the people that keep my channel on the air. I want to tell you guys about Tax Network USA. Do you guys owe back taxes? Well, if you do not call the IRS. Do not communicate with them on your own. Besides hiring thousands of new agents and field officers, the IRS has kicked off 2024 by threatening 5 million Americans with a pay up or else letter for those that have unfiled tax returns or balances owed. Do not waive your rights and speak with the IRS on your own. They are not your friend. Tax Network USA, a trusted tax relief firm, has saved Americans over $1 billion in back taxes, and they can help you as well. Whether you owe $10,000 or $10 million, they can help you. Whether it's business taxes or personal taxes, they can help you. Whether you have the money or you're completely behind, Tax Network USA can help you. Call 800-958-1000 for a free private consultation, or visit tnusa.com/Gardner. I highly recommend them. They are a wonderful company. All right, let me see what some of you guys are saying. Oh, Pam Greger, you've been with my community for about 4 years. Good to see you. Happy to catch you live. Happy Thanksgiving and God bless. Guide and protect you and your family. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Jason Armstrong, is there any way to stop Biden from doing this? No, it's already done. He's already given the order. Russia is already saying, we will attack the United States of America. We will attack Europe. Here's what I think will happen. I think that based on Biden's orders to attack Russia with American weapons, I think that they are initially, they're going to attack where they were attacked from, number one. And then number two, they're probably going to attack the capital of Kiev, Ukraine. That would be the first place. And then if they are attacked again, I don't know what they're going to do. I know that they are losing patience with Biden. Biden refuses to talk to them. Donald Trump is doing everything he can, but under the Logan Act, he cannot operate as a government official until he's officially back in the government. So Trump is doing everything he can as president-elect and as a U.S. citizen, but he has to be very careful, because I guarantee you that they are trying to trip Donald Trump up so that they can go after him. Obama spied on him and went after him. Biden used the CIA and the FBI to cover up his family crimes in Ukraine, to disenfranchise our votes through covering up the Hunter Biden laptop. So these guys, all they care about is war. That's all they want. They just want war. And so we have to be very careful. But let me know in the comments which of these stories is most agitating to you. Biden ordering Ukraine to attack Russia, and they have. And now Russia says we will retaliate with nuclear weapons if necessary. Donald Trump saying, please sit down with me in person. Let's negotiate this. No more people have to die. The Supreme Court telling Buck County, Pennsylvania, stand down. Dave McCormick is the new senator. Bob Casey, you are cheating. Oh, by the way, many members of the new Biden administration are saying, the people in Buck County, you are going to jail. You have purposely, illegally counted votes. There's already been one judge in the state of Pennsylvania. He's going to jail for 10 years for openly admitting that he approved 11 illegal immigrants to vote in the election. That dude's going to jail. All of these people that are cheating are going to jail. Or is the story about Alex Jones the big story? Or Gavin Newsome buying a $9 million mansion with a $40,000 a month payment on a government salary of less than $20,000? You guys let me know. By the way, check out this new funny Trump t-shirt. We got the Mac Daddy, number 45, number 47, holding up his favorite food, McDonald's fries. I don't personally eat McDonald's, but that's the funny shirt. If you were one of the winners, those shirts are going out starting today, and we're going to be doing more giveaways. We're going to give away some soap. We're going to give away some shirts. We're going to give away some cash. So I'm really excited to do that. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this emergency broadcast. I'll be on later with a great interview and more daily news, but I couldn't wait. These stories are scary. I don't know what Russia's going to do. I'm so glad the Supreme Court is stepping up in Pennsylvania, and I'm glad that Alex Jones was able to catch the government in a massive fraud, and I hope he gets to keep his company. Hey, I love you guys. Give this video a like, and I'll see you in a few hours on another video.